Hey there, Saints fans! Welcome back to Talkin Saints. Where today we're celebrating Halloween. Happy Halloween, everyone! I've decided to dress up. I got my Star Wars X-wing pilot helmet.
That's very nice, Trippin. Today I'm dressed up as a skeleton.
It's a very
Or as our our 1 in 7 season. I'm dressed up because it's dead.
It's pretty good. How are you? Man, that's a pretty good costume. I'll have to ask you the details about it after the episode.
I've been dieting really hard. Diet and exercise, guys. And if you want,
You mind if I?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, yeah, that's.
Well, wait, easy.
That's like real deal. That's the real deal.
If you want strong bones, remember, kids, to drink milk.
You got a nice. I like your jawline, dude. You're looking good.
Yeah.
But look, man. Big news for Talkin Saints, right? We're an award-winning show, correct?
Yeah, we won last year, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. But now
Wait a minute.
we are a two-time
award-winning podcast, dude.
Two-time.
It's gonna go hard in our Christmas episode.
I know. Yeah, well, we're only doing one of those. Let's wipe her off.
Yeah.
Two-time. Thank you for everybody who voted. We're super excited to be a part of it again. I was a little jealous you having the award over there, so I'll have to find a place to put it.
Well, give it a close up on the camera real quick.
Yeah, okay. I mean, it's pretty much the same exact one, but it says 25 on it.
Okay.
So thanks to everybody who voted. I know a lot of you were. You got. Yeah, I'll just. Can I put it next to you for right now?
Yeah.
We'll put it up next to the.
Yeah.
Just don't sit on it when you get up.
Yeah, no, I'll be careful.
This helmet is it's kind of crushing my head, but we'll continue on.
Yeah. I committed to the bit. So
yeah.
Too.
For sure. And this is not my actual mic, but look, guys, Saints season is kind of going in a negative direction, of course.
Yeah, it's been rough. We're already about to mock draft season, so that's I guess that's something we'll be looking forward
Yeah, I mean,
to.
I've already made a couple mock drafts. I mean, we're in line for the first overall pick.
Yeah, we got some games against the Jets and the Titans and the Dolphins. It'll probably shake up a lot of things as far as the draft picks go for next year.
How are you not moving your mouth?
I'm a ventriloquist.
You're a man of many talents.
Yeah.
You're a man of many talents. But look, there is a update to the Saints that's very important, and that is that Tyler Shuck will get the start this Sunday against the Rams. Our rookie quarterback's getting his first official start as an NFL starter.
And it's a very good team to start up again.
I know.
They may even be as good as the Bills. Maybe the best challenge we faced.
I mean, they just have an insane offense. I mean,
Puka Nacua, Kyron
Fonte
Williams,
Adams.
Devontae Adams.
And Stafford's been really good this year.
He's playing like an MVP.
So, I mean, truthfully, I think like most of these games, I think we're going to lose, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah.
But, who knows? I mean, you really don't know. I think the fact that Shuck is
There's no film on Shuck. There's no film on
There is no film on Shuck. Good point.
Half of a game that he came in, and it was, as far as, it goes, it was kind of a script for Spencer Rattler. We got a new game plan scripted for a new quarterback that not a lot of people know about. I mean, sure, there's 8 years of film in college, but, we'll see. Maybe we have a diamond in the rough. Maybe we won't be drafting a quarterback first round next year. But, I'm going to be a realist. We probably will end up drafting a quarterback in the top 5 next year. We'll probably have a top 5 pick.
Is your throat sore? Do you need some?
Yeah, I'm just getting over strep throat.
Here you go.
Than's, Trip.
Yeah,
much better. Much better.
You're holding the trophy. I know you don't want to drop it.
Man, I am.
But we'll see. It's Radler's played better than you expected. We have to evaluate Shuck at this point of the season going. Obviously, there's no hope for the playoffs at this point. And if you think there's hope for the playoffs, I ask you to evaluate your your thoughts on this team.
Yeah.
But it'll be interesting. There's a lot of change going on with our team. Like I said, potential first round pick. It should be exciting. I guess if we're gonna cut to our Talkin Tigers segment. So yeah, and for our Talkin Tigers segment, the big obvious news is Brian Kelly's been fired. He just hasn't.
Finally.
Yeah, he hasn't been the guy. He's one day.
Nope.
He's a winning coach, but he doesn't win the big games,
Yeah,
right?
and that's what you need.
Yeah,
Um,
LSU has to be a winning culture. It's just a big team. It's unfortunate for him, but he's, I guess, walking away with a couple million, 25, $27 million, whatever they ended up agreeing at.
yeah, but did he?
Poor
Is
guy.
he a two-time award-winning podcast guy? I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think Brian Kelly has a 2-time award-winning podcast in his future. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? But as far as it goes, LSU hopefully will get a new head coach. We'll talk about that more as we go on. I think it's kind of weird. We kind of discussed it. I think LSU has a better chance coming off the bye at beating Alabama now that Brian Kelly is gone.
So kind of like what we saw last year, after the Saints were 2-7 and
Exactly.
fired Dennis Allen, Darren Rizzi came in and beat the Falcons.
Exactly. I mean, it's there's a kind of a chip on their shoulder. They want to prove that they're the good team and the coach was the reason. So who knows? I think they got a good chance to win it. But I mean, obviously,
kind of almost seems opposite, where LSU was a great franchise, got a coach that's not good, and it still seems like a great franchise. Alabama, they had the best coach in college football, and now they're gone, and they're trying to prove that their team was more than just a coach.
yeah,
It's
and they
like the complete opposite type of
especially
programs.
Alabama had a pretty disappointing season last year.
Yeah.
So they're trying to get to that point. So it'll be interesting to see, but that's we'll cut it there. We'll see who they end up picking. We'll cover that when we come up to it. Whoever they end up hiring. I know Lane Kiffin's name is thrown in there. Jokingly speaking of Alabama, I know people have wanted Nick Saban. I don't think that's happening, but I mean LSU's got to get back to that winning the big games, especially. I mean, how hard it is to play in night in Death Valley. It should be impossible to win. So hopefully we can get a coach there that brings back that culture part. But going back to our Saints, being a losing team, there are always going to be issues with trades. Can we keep this player around? Should we keep this player around? Is this player going to be beneficial to the foundation of our future? And that leads me to say, sounds like, just based off of what we've been hearing, what we've been seeing in the media, sounds like Rashid Shaheed may not be on this team next week.
It sounds like we'll be able to hold on to Chris Olave, but Rashid
Mm-hmm.
Shaheed, and it really sucks. We all, of course, we love Rashid Shaheed, and I know we are a rebuilding team, but he would be one great piece for a quarterback on a rebuilding team to kind of build around. But
Yeah,
I mean, it's kind of hard to price as far as how much do you pay a guy like that? I have no clue. He's a solid wide receiver too, but he's also an all-pro returner.
Yeah, he definitely brings a lot to the table. Maybe one of the fastest players in the NFL. And I know you weren't happy with, and most people aren't, with trading for Vila just because it was a 4th-round pick.
I hated that.
Maybe with him out, we'll have a little more play time from him. Maybe we'll see it. I don't hate the person, the pick of in terms of the trade. I don't hate that we got a tall, big wide receiver. We've seen maybe 2 or 3 plays where that was a good catch by him, but at the same time, we've only seen 10 plays from him. So maybe getting him more involved.
Yeah.
It sounds like also all 3 of our wide receivers have been talked about in
trade talk.
Yeah, trade talks. Thank you.
It was cool to see Brandon Cooks back. I won't miss him.
No.
I'd miss Olave and Shaheed. Olave's not going anywhere, but Shaheed, it kind of looks like he may have his last game with the Saints this weekend.
Yeah, and you know what? It sucks that it won't be at home. We'll miss Shaheed. It sucks that it's weird. I would have imagined Radler would have started this week, so Shuck could have had his first start at home, not against this tough opponent. It's kind of what everybody was predicting that he would start after. Well, is next week the bye?
So we got the Rams, Carolina, then the bye.
Okay. So after Carolina is the bye. Thank you. Yeah. So who knows, right?
It looks like they're giving each of those guys half a season to evaluate them, just to see if our answer for quarterback next year is on the team or not.
Yeah, and as we've talked about many times, the quarterbacks we thought would be first-round picks don't seem like they're valued at that point anymore. Like Clade Kubnik, Garrett Nussmeier.
Yeah.
Even Arch. Arch, Drew Alar. Sellers. So but right now I think Mendoza
Yeah.
from Indiana looks like he might be the best quarterback in
Which
college
is
football right now.
crazy. I mean, that was one that I really wasn't even keeping track of before the
No,
season
I
started.
know, but he's a big, tall quarterback. But I mean,
Well, maybe we got a few weeks to see what we have in Shuck. I think that he has to come up within the next 3 or 4 games and show a lot of promise to even, make us think we're not going to take a quarterback.
yeah,
I think
I hope so.
regardless,
I hope
I think that Shuck will, be battling for the number one position job at camp next year, whether we take one in the first or not. Still think they're going to make him, fight Shuck for that job. But
I agree. I think it's. I mean, it's you don't want to root. You don't. No, none of us are rooting against Chuck. None of us are rooting against Radler, right?
yeah, we're just Saints fans. We want the best for our
Yeah,
team.
I mean, it doesn't matter who is on the. I mean, it's anytime we're like making jokes about a player, it's obviously jokes. At the end of the day, it's just a sport, just a kid's game, right? That was being played by adults. But as passionate Saints fans, we want to root for these guys. If Shuck is the answer, that's great.
Yeah.
But truth be told, realistically, the odds, statistically, whatever you want to say, it doesn't look great. It does usually it's not going to trend in that way. So maybe not. Who knows? Maybe he ends up being a great quarterback and the answer to the future. I mean, Radler looked a lot better than we thought. So who knows? It'll all work out on Sunday, I guess. We'll see. I think that's. I mean, as far as obviously the last 2 weeks we haven't been.
Yeah.
We've been gone.
Yeah.
Alex was in Talladega. How was that?
It was awesome. It was
Yeah.
a great time.
Yeah, you look like you had a good time, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you've been smiling this whole episode.
Right? Yeah. No.
I was actually in Orlando for Talkin Saints doesn't actually pay our bills. So I was in Orlando for a business trip, but couldn't film over there. In fact, I couldn't fully watch that Saints versus Bears game, and I'm not too upset about that because it was a pretty bad game from the parts that I could see. So you know what? I think as we go into this next game, I still have our Saints losing. I don't know about you. What do you think?
Oh yeah, they're losing.
And I hate to say,
I hate to say it. Coming off of a game where we scored 3 points, I mean, I think our goal should be to score about 17.
Yeah, no, I just don't see. I don't see us winning a lot more games this year, but that's fine because we'll have a first round pick, and that helps build towards your future.
Yeah.
Typically, those top picks work out.
We've seen some guys take steps forward this year. I think the last 2 games, Chase Young has played pretty well.
Kool-Aid McKinstry has had 2 really good games.
Kool-Aid probably just came off of his best game of his, and it's
Against
3 or 4 weeks removed from having 2 picks. I'd say this game was even better than that game.
Yeah, no, that was even the ones with the picks. He had a couple, but he was locking down Mbuka, who's been offensive rookie of the year.
And Tess Johnson, he got MVP chance a few weeks ago.
Yeah, okay. But there's the young talent on this team is obviously very promising. We haven't really seen much from Devin Neal, even though one thing we've missed over the last couple is Kendre Miller's out for the season.
From either running backs last week. I mean, we barely ran the ball.
Yeah, and I think the coaching has to change on that. I think it's a coaching thing.
Yeah.
I really don't think Kamara has recessed that much. I think Devin Neal is better than that. So I just think we're not getting into the run game like we should. What was it that one week where Radler threw for like, you know what I mean? He threw like 50 passes or something.
Like that. I was like, what are we doing?
No, we have to rely on the run game, especially when we've talked about our run game being kind of the center of attention. But that being said, another person that's out for the season,
Eric McCoy.
Exactly. So I mean, it's tough. Unfortunately, you hate to see these guys go out, but our season wasn't going towards a Super Bowl or even playoffs at all. So they get injured, it sucks, but it wasn't like it helps our season, right? So hopefully those guys get healthy because Kendre looked really good. Eric McCoy is one of the best centers in the NFL.
Yeah. This might be it for Kendre. We may not.
I don't think so. I think Kendre will be back.
Part of that. What draft class was he? 2020. 2023. He's got 1 year left.
He was drafted
He's a
with.
third-round pick.
He was drafted before Spence, wasn't he? Like the year before Spence.
No. Yeah, the year before Spence.
He
It
drafted the year
was
before.
Brzee, Foskey, Kendrick.
Yeah, so that was 2020,
Jordan Howard.
2023.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's got. I don't know. Who knows?
I think if you're drafted in the third round, I think you get 3 years, right?
I think so. I mean, honest,
Can't remember how it
it
works.
varies. It varies. But honestly, dude. I mean, I
Let
don't.
go,
I don't think.
honestly.
I don't think another running back this offseason is that off the table. I hate to see it, but
Yeah.
we really. I think that's one thing we've been lacking is a really dominant runner, and that maybe the coaching, that maybe because Alvin's getting older, but I'm not cutting Alvin.
Yeah.
I'll keep Alvin on the field for as long as he wants. He's earned it. We love Alvin Kamara, so
Yeah.
But
And
yeah,
you get creative with him. He can catch footballs. I mean, that's kind of been on the back burner lately.
I think he'll play better.
We used to be creative with him. He would run actual routes, and now it's only dump offs. It seems.
I think he'll be better with Shuck, honestly, than he did with Rattler, because Rattler would actually take off and run. Whereas I know Shuck can. I feel like he'll dump the ball off more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So maybe he'll be better. Maybe he'll get a couple more catches. But you know what? We'll see. I mean, we're excited. You coming over Sunday to watch the game?
We might do that. Might go fishing.
Might go fishing. All right. I know it. You got any? I don't know. I was gonna make a. Is there a good skeleton joke here for fishing? No.
No.
We'll think of something. I was trying to think of something about bones, or is there like a bonefish? Is that a thing?
That's in the Caribbean, I think, buddy.
Yeah, in the Caribbean.
No, not the Caribbean.
Oh well. Well, look, guys. Again, we appreciate. Can I have this back?
No.
Can you hold it up?
Okay, take it then.
All right. So again, guys, we appreciate you for voting for us. We're gonna make some room on the shelf for this. 2-time award winner. I mean, we appreciate you guys. We just do it. It's really awesome to get those votes. Fighting against I think 5 other. I mean, 5 other nominees. But
what an honor it is to just have a fan base where we can come out here and win awards, and just appreciate all you guys tuning in every week.
Yeah,
if
and
you
know
haven't
what?
liked or comment or subscribe, it helps us grow.
Share. Hey, you got a buddy who's a Saints fan who just doesn't, needs someone to give them the information about the Saints, and they don't know ball.
Yeah.
Send them to some real ball knowers. Send them to Talkin Saints. All right.
We're already the best on the Mississippi Gulf Coast, but
Best twice.
Yeah, we could be better.
Yeah, I know.
Best in the world.
But truthfully, again, Talkin Saints doesn't pay the bills. So whenever it comes to travel and business, I mean, it's kind of hard to do an episode, but Saints are losing.
Yeah.
Truthfully, what we were doing, here's what we were doing. We were trying to be heroes. Because the last time Talkin Saints didn't film, we won. So we tested it twice. Didn't work. So you know what? Whether Talkin Saints is on air or not, the Saints doesn't affect the Saints. They're going to win or lose no matter what, right? Lose no matter what. So, but I guess, real quick before we're done here, let's our weekly panel, Alex. I know you have us losing.
Yeah.
I know I have us losing. But let's see what the rest of the weekly panel says. There it is right there. I have bet on the Saints the last 2 games. I thought maybe they'd come out a little stronger. So I've fallen down the list. I still think you're 1 game behind. Heron and Wayne I think, are undefeated. They're perfect scores. So, am I upset that I bet on the Saints? No. Am I upset that I'm losing? Yeah. But anyways, guys, let us know what you think about Chuck. How is he gonna do? Alex, what? You got anything else for us? Alex? We lost him. He's just skin and he's just bones now. Well, as Alex would say, make sure you like, subscribe, and share. And as always, guys, thanks for watching. Oh.